There's some hoes in this house. 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 There's some hoes in this house.
Hello, YouTubers. There's something I want to talk about today, and that is the scamming on YouTube. The scamming on YouTube. To talk about naturally skilled and many other people. Now, one thing I want to say is that when you call someone a scammer, don't call them a scammer for these reasons. Now, many people have a reason to call people a scammer, but I'm just going to go through the list. When you're trading online and someone didn't send the cards exact time you thought they was going to send the cards. That's one. People say they're a scammer because of that. Number two, that stuff was stolen. Number three, that parents trashed that stuff. Number four, something else in that category that goes with that cards being demolished. Number five, PayPal. I will explain the scams on PayPal. Yes, I will. Number six, the card wasn't in condition as said. Number seven, you didn't receive the right cards. Number eight, it was lost in the mail. There's so many things that can happen. First of all, trading on YouTube is not safe at all. And first of all, I don't think that you should call people scammers on the first time that something goes wrong. You shouldn't spam that crap and do all this other dumb stuff to make other people, feel that they're scammers too. And then everybody's on a riot on that one person. But if a person has traded online for years and years, and then something happened one time, doesn't make them a scammer. That just means something really did happen. And you shouldn't expose someone if you don't know all the facts. It's like being in a court. You shouldn't go to the judge, and say, oh, here's the evidence. And it really doesn't prove anything. Talking about he said, she said, he said, does not cut it. You need proof. Proof. Now, me personally, there are some things that happened to me, which probably people could call me a scammer for that, but nobody has called me a scammer. For some reason, I don't know why. Well, I'm really not a scammer, but I'm just saying, based on people just saying people just scam off of little things, why not say I'm a scammer? Or the next person's a scammer? Because my stuff was stolen once. And it took me a half a year to send this card to someone else. A half a year because my stuff was stolen. It was difficult to get that stuff back. Another time, PayPal. I was scammed from PayPal. Because you can't prove, when you trade online on eBay, sent in the mail, through like envelope, you cannot prove that you sent that. You can't prove. Unless you actually put tracking and put it in a little box or a UPS box and track it. That's the only way you can prove it over PayPal. But if you send your cards through the mail with an envelope to somebody else and they sent you money over PayPal, once they get the cards, they can go to PayPal and say you did not send. And that money will automatically go back to that account and they will have the cards. And on PayPal, you will have to prove that you sent that stuff to them. But you can't through that process. People are scamming people through PayPal, and it happened to me. And it really devastated my bank account. First of all, I was expecting money, right? So I sent that $75 to my bank account, used that money. Then, when PayPal went to go take that money back from my bank account, there was no money in there, so they overdrafted me. And then they tried again next week to get that money back, and they overdrafted me again. So I was actually billed 3 times, and that made a negative amount of money in my bank account times 3 times 35, which is what? 3 times 30 is $105 overdraft fee, right? And I was scammed because of that. And I'm not going to tell you who, because someone made the trade. And we communicated about what was going on with the cards. I told him exactly what I was doing with the cards. I told him. He said, cool. Cool. And during all that time, I did not know that he had wanted his money back off of PayPal. He never once said that. I mailed him the cards, and the money, all that stuff happened. But anyway, I'm telling you, you get scammed through that. If you don't send out on YouTube your cards using tracking and PayPal, don't do it. If you would want to send mail with mail, and don't send until you get your stuff. Whoever sends first, whatever. Until that person, the receiver, gets that stuff, don't send your stuff out. And I don't think, one point I want to talk about is that you shouldn't call a scammer on the first time they scam, or the first time they did something wrong. And it's just wrong. If they're known for trading and known for doing things, things happen. And I'm tired of the bitching on YouTube about these people. Now, Naturally Skilled is a good guy. He's a kid. He lives with his parents. He's like 12, 13 years old, 14. I don't really know. He's nowhere near past 15. You can tell it. You can see through his voice that he's like a kid, okay? And they need to learn. They need to grow up, learn. They shouldn't be doing things they're not sure of or they don't know. That's my point. Like this game where people play Yu-Gi-Oh, they want to play, like, ooh, I can play, and you sit down with them, they suck. They need to just learn first. But sometimes you need to have a little bit of trouble, you know, to get to where you need to go, or for them to learn. So, you know, just stop spamming that crap. Stop sending them messages, hate mail and all this stuff, unsubscribing and all this crap. Okay? If you really like the videos or anybody's video, just subscribe to them. You know, things happen in life.